Hey y'all, it's Alicia and welcome back to our final video for Monday evening. But it's an important one, y'all, because this is about our angels. This is our formal announcement of our Adopt an Angel card program. And this is a special challenge that asks you to make either one card or many cards for one of our many angels here in the Crafty Hoplop land. These are very special women who, as I told you, have actually been solely responsible for getting more than 10 die cutters out in the last 14 months to people without die cutters. These women endeavor to help fill creative and crafty needs whenever they can, often forfeiting their own creative budgets to do so. They do it all anonymously, without any thanks, and lately a couple of them have been going through a really difficult time. This virus has either been challenging for them physically or for them emotionally or both. And yet despite that, several of these women have literally risked their lives to go and send medical supplies and food to people in our community right across the country. I am constantly amazed by these women who work tirelessly and without any thanks. And they don't do it just every once in a while, y'all. They do it as often as they financially can afford to. And like all of us, they have a budget. But here's what you don't know. They often forfeit their own craft budget in order to do these things. And I think they're remarkable women. Last month, several of them extended past their budget and actually went and borrowed money for the shipping because they went and spent the last of their budget on the items and wouldn't take money from me to cover the postage. They really are. They come from all over the country. They are of all different ages. They're from all different economic backgrounds. Really, they're just this incredibly inspiring group of women. And they do everything that they do without any kind of thanks. And they don't want any thanks. But I think that right now, in this time, we all could use a little lift. And these folks in particular, who go out of their way to make a serious difference in our lives. And, whenever they learn of a problem, if it's a food shortage like we had with Kayla, Crafty Pen Pal Mama, where family of 10, they really couldn't get any food, they rise to the challenge. If it's that someone's die cutter breaks, they rise to the challenge. If it's that, like, my plates were breaking, suddenly I got 2 new sets of plates. They're amazing women. And they try to follow somewhere between 10 and 15, 20 channels where they get a sense of what people need. And sometimes, they'll ask me directly, they'll ask other people directly. They're just remarkable women. And again, they do this all without any thanks, often forfeiting their own craft budgets to take care of other people. So I thought the least we could do was send them a card of thanks. So here's the challenge, y'all. You have to be 18 years of age or older to participate. That's a YouTube rule. So you have to be 18 or above. I'm not going to make it that you have to be a subscriber because this is so important to me. And these angels participate not just on my channel. They're watching, as I said, 10 to 15 other channels. So I'm going to leave this open because the more cards we get for these angels, the better. I would like you to leave me a note down below, however, letting me know that you are participating, just so I have an idea of how many people will be sending in cards. That would be helpful. And that's really the only rule. Everyone who sends in a card will be entered in a draw for a $25 gift card. Now, you can make more than one card. There are some people like Susan Tootsie Tucker who can make 20 cards in a weekend. Me, that would take me all weekend. All month, not all weekend, all month. Like, it takes me like a whole day to make a card. So, but if you're one of those people and you can send in 5 or 6, well, I'm going to put an entry in for every card sent. So if you send in 1 card, you get 1 entry. If you send in 5 cards, you get 5 entries. So if that's something that matters to you, then in terms of having a better chance at winning the gift card, by all means, send in as many cards as you can. Now, some people asked, should they be blank cards or should they have a note in them? And I think ideally it would be really nice if you sent in a note, just letting angels know that they're so appreciated. But if you're sending in more than 1 card, it might be nice to make a couple of cards that they could pass on to other people because they're so busy looking out for all us, y'all. They don't really have time to make their own cards. And that's the truth. So again, very simple rules. 18 years of age or older. One card gets you an entry into the draw. Every card you submit gains you an extra entry. And you're to mail it to my address because I have to protect their anonymity. And then I will package them off and send them off to these lovely ladies who likely will not make a video because then you would know who they are. With maybe the exception of a couple of them who sometimes allow you to know. They might make a video, but the rest probably won't. And my address is down below in the comment section. I'm going to have this run until the end of June, and I'll tell you why. Right now I have 2 things out to Soleil. One of them I mailed, I think, a month ago, and she still doesn't have it. And Alicia Love Letter Generation, it took 3 months for one of her packages to reach her from the US recently. So I'm worried about mail. And because I'm worried about mail, I'm going to allow a little longer for this challenge. So again, it runs from today until the end of June. And all you have to do is make a card. Do not put your health at risk in any way. If you're someone like who shouldn't be going to the post office, you can always just make one card, put it in an envelope, and put a stamp on it. If it's non-machinable, meaning it doesn't bend easily, it's a 70-cent stamp. If you're sending it from overseas, then at least here it's $1.25. Like to send a card to Australia or Canada is $1.25. I'm not sure what it is in the reverse. Now, I will tell you all, I did have a slight disagreement with my carrier the other day because I sent something off to Soleil that was an envelope. It had a letter in it, and it had a couple of little cut aparts in it. But it really was a letter. Okay. But I had built a cute little flat mailer, and I had used 110-pound cardstock. Well, she claimed it wasn't bendable, so it counted as a package, not a letter. And I said, but there really isn't anything in there but a letter and some paper cut aparts. And she said, yeah, but you're using too heavy cardstock, so it feels non-bendable. Now, in my opinion, it was bendable. In her opinion, it was not. So just bear in mind that if you're sending something, keep in mind it should be flexible so they don't charge you package rate, right? And the non-machinable card rate is only 70 cents in the US. So that should help you out. So you don't even have to use a scale for that. If it's a card and it's made out of thicker cardstock, it's 70 cents. All right, y'all, I'm putting all the details down below in the comments section, including my address. You have until the end of June. Ideally, you would write a little note for the angel in your card, thanking her. They're all women. Thanking her for her support of our community. And if you're making a couple, then you could always leave one blank so that she can use it to send on to other people. Thank you so much for supporting this. So many of you said you were very happy to do so, and I'm very grateful to you. I really am. These are remarkable women, and this is, I think, the least we can do to thank them for their incredible service to our community. All right, y'all. Thanks again. I really should go and tidy up. I have made a mess today, and I did do a little tidying, but not really very much. But I am pooped. This has been a long few days for your girl. I know I need to catch up on comments and I'm behind, and believe it or not, I'm behind on videos. I'm never behind on videos. So I'm going to watch them tonight after I take my little shower and get snuggled into bed, but I will catch up on comments and videos tomorrow, and I thank you for your patience while I've been very long work days. 3 weeks till finals, y'all, and then your girl is done for the term, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I love my job, and I'm grateful to have it. Please don't misunderstand me. But I'm ready for some R&R and craft time. Oh, yes, I am. All right, y'all. Happy Monday. And also, last but not least, please keep Belinda Barton in your prayers today. She had heart surgery, and I know we're all wishing her well. But if you're a praying or well-wishing kind of person, please send up prayers for her. I know she'll appreciate it. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.